What happens when you combine Nashville hot chicken with Jiro-Style Ramen? A crispy, spicy, absolutely ridiculous bowl. Hey, I'm NojiNora, ramen lover from Japan. Today I'm attempting something ridiculous.
What to the end?
Nashville hot chicken and Jiro-Style Ramen. They are both amazing. But do they actually belong together? Let's find out. One thing I love about America is how every state has its own food culture. Texas has BBQ, Philadelphia has cheesesteaks, and Nashville has hot chicken. So today I'm bringing Tennessee to Japan. I've made a lot of crazy ramen, steak ramen, cheeseburger ramen, even lemon ramen, but spicy fried chicken. This might be my weirdest idea yet. When I first learned about Nashville hot chicken, I honestly thought it was crazy. A crispy fried chicken covered in spicy oil? That sounded dangerous. But the reason I became interested in it is actually pretty simple. I was watching YouTube videos from some of my friends, both Japanese and American creators. Every time they showed crispy, crunchy fried chicken, it looked absolutely delicious. The more I watched, the more I started craving that crunch. So I began learning more about American chicken dishes. And that's when I discovered Nashville hot chicken. The more I learned about it, the more curious I became. And eventually I thought, what if I turned it into ramen? In Japan, ramen shops usually build flavor around the broth, but Nashville hot chicken is all about that spicy oil. So today I'm trying to combine both worlds. The foundation of my ramen is Jiro-Style Ramen. Japan is home to one of the most famous ramen cultures in the world. You probably already know ramen. Traditionally, the most popular styles were shoyu, miso, shio, and tonkotsu. But ramen never stopped evolving. Over the years, new styles appeared: rich chicken python, back fat ramen, ieke ramen. And of course, the style that means the most to me, Jiro-Style Ramen. Today, there are more kinds of ramen than I could ever count. Every style has its own personality, every style has its own fans. And honestly, they are all delicious. One of the best things about ramen in Japan is how accessible it is. You can walk into a shop almost anywhere and enjoy an incredible bowl for around 1,000 yen. But if you ask me which style has the biggest impact right now, I'd have to say Jiro-Style. One reason I love it so much is the satisfaction, the flavor, the volume, the value. Everything feels larger than life. That's why I want more people around the world to discover Japanese ramen culture. And that's exactly why I make these videos. I love taking foods that people already know and love, especially American foods, and bringing them into my ramen world. If I can create something that feels familiar to you while introducing a little piece of Japanese ramen culture, then I've done my job. I'd love to hear about the great food from where you live. Subscribe for more ramen! Whether you are from America, Canada, Mexico, Italy, France, Germany, Spain, India, China, Australia, or anywhere else in the world. Tell me about the dishes that people in your hometown are proud of. The foods that make you think this is the flavor of home. I love learning about different food cultures. And honestly, that's one of my favorite parts of making these videos. The more I learn about food from around the world, the more idea I get for future ramen creations. And if you know a dish that you think would work especially well with ramen, I definitely want to hear about it. Maybe it's a famous local specialty, maybe it's a family recipe, or maybe it's something completely unexpected. I do my research, study the flavors, and try to create the best ramen version I possibly can. Who knows? Maybe the next bowl I make will be inspired by your suggestion. I make a lot more ramen than you see on the channel. Honestly, I make ramen even when the camera isn't rolling. I'm always testing ideas, trying new ingredients, adjusting recipes. and experimenting with different combinations. Most of the bowls you see in my videos are the ones that survived all those tests, because not every bowl turns out the way I imagined. One mistake I make more often than I'd like to admit is making the broth too salty. That's always disappointing. When ramen is too salty, it doesn't matter how good the noodles are. It doesn't matter how good the toppings are. The whole bowl suffers. Another mistake is using too much fat. I love pork fat. For me, it's one of the greatest flavor boosters in ramen. Like the video! A little can make a bowl incredible, but too much can completely throw off the balance. Instead of making the ramen richer, it just makes it heavy. That's something I'm still learning. The funny thing is that the fusion ideas themselves usually work pretty well. Whether it's steak, lemon, hot chicken, and something completely different, I can usually see the potential. The real challenge is refining the details, finding the perfect balance, making each ingredient support the others. And that's what keeps me excited about making ramen. There's always something new to improve. There's always another bowl waiting to be created. I've never visited every state in America, but there are still so many foods I'd love to try someday. Back when I studied in Hawaii, there was a small restaurant that served an amazing katsudon. I still remember it. Unfortunately, I've heard that restaurant was closed. But if it ever comes back someday, I'd love to visit again. And of course, I wanna eat more American burgers. I had plenty of burgers in Hawaii and I love them. But someday, I wanna travel across the mainland and try the burgers that locals swear by. Oh, listen to that. If you have a favorite burger place or menu item, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. And pizza. I still remember eating pizza with Papa John's garlic sauce. That combination was incredible. Every time I eat pizza, it makes me want to discover more styles from around the world. Then there's steak. A huge American steak is definitely on my bucket list. The kind that barely fits on the plate. And honestly, I could spend an entire trip eating nothing but fried chicken. Subscribe for more ramen. Hot chicken, fried chicken sandwiches, more hot chicken. That sounds like a perfect vacation to me. But my food dreams don't stop in America. I'd love to visit Korea and enjoy fresh seafood and crispy pajeon. I'd love to visit France and spend a morning eating fresh bread from a local bakery. I'd love to visit Italy and taste authentic pasta where it was born. There are so many incredible foods in the world, and I want to experience as many of them as I can, because every great meal tells a story, and every new flavor inspires the next bowl of ramen. One thing you should know about me, I really love America. I love the food, the culture, the learning about people from different places. Someday I'd love to travel around the world searching for amazing food. That's one of my biggest dreams, and honestly, my English isn't perfect. I'm still learning every day. Sometimes I have to practice a sentence several times before I can record it. So thank you for being patient with me. There are probably moments when my pronunciation sounds a little strange, but I'll keep studying, keep improving, and keep sharing my ramen adventure with you. I hope you'll join me on the journey. By the way, is there anything about Japan you'd like to know? Maybe it's Japanese food, maybe it's our culture, maybe it's daily life, or maybe it's a place you've always wanted to visit. I'm always happy to answer questions about Japan. And if I don't know the answer, I'll do my best to learn. One of the things I enjoy most about making this video is sharing a little piece of Japan with people around the world. Of course, ramen is a huge part of my life, but Japan has so many more to offer. Amazing seafood, great barbecue, comfort food, street food, regional specialties, and countless dishes that many people outside Japan had never heard of. I actually cook a lot more than just ramen. I'm always experimenting in the kitchen and trying to improve my cooking.
Like the video.
So if there's a Japanese dish you'd like to see me make, let me know in the comments. Maybe it's something famous. Maybe it's something unusual. Maybe it's a dish you tried during a trip to Japan and still remember. I'd love to hear your ideas. And if you are curious about Japanese culture, food, travel, or everyday life, feel free to ask me anything. Who knows? Your question might inspire a future video, and your food suggestion might become my next ramen experiment. Have you ever had Nashville hot chicken, and would you try it on top of ramen? Be honest. I really want all of you to try my ramen someday. I always say this, but one day. I want to bring my ramen to people around the world. I want to grow this channel bigger and make that dream real. Because I truly believe ramen can make people happy. So until that day, you better become ramen lovers too. Thank you for watching. I actually had plans to meet a friend for ramen later that day, so I couldn't finish this bowl myself. Luckily, my wife helped me out, and she absolutely loved it. The crispy hot chicken and rich ramen worked surprisingly well together. I'd call that a success. And tell me what you want to see next. I'll keep chasing the ultimate bowl. See you in the next one. NojiNora Life. Thank you.